Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam here, and today is Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, and today I'm going to be showing you the best things to buy, sell, and maybe even invest in right now in NBA 2K21, and then I also have some new snipe filters that you guys should start using immediately, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video for those. So as usual, guys, we're going to go ahead and start with any new content that we got in NBA 2K21 today, and then we're going to switch over to Twitter, see if we got any new locker codes or any information regarding upcoming content in the game. So let's go ahead, we'll start with the new content, and as you can see in the pack market today, we got the new team ups. Next is now set. I guess I call them spotlights because spotlights usually come alongside them, but we'll cover that here in a second because we actually didn't get spotlights today. But looking at the new cards, we got Pink Diamond, Ray Allen, Diamond Kevin Love, Diamond Wilt Chamberlain. We finally got a Wilt Chamberlain. Love to see it. Amethyst Caron Butler, and Ruby Chris Paul. And this drop isn't too bad. All these cards are pretty decent. Obviously, some of them have flaws, but the Pink Diamond Ray Allen is very, very nice and going for quite a bit on the auction house. And a lot of people are actually ripping packs for the Ray Allen and stuff today. So definitely not a bad drop. If we go ahead and go over here to the community hub, I gotta show you guys. I did say that usually we get spotlights alongside them, but just a quick note, I'll show you here. Tomorrow we're gonna be getting the Diamond Tyreek Evans, and then on Thursday we're gonna be getting the spotlight challenges. So today we're just getting the agenda challenges for the players, which makes sense. If we go down here to team up, it makes sense. But kind of strange to change things up, and we're gonna be getting the challenges on Thursday. So I know a lot of people were wondering about that, and that's where they are. If you don't see them in the game today, it's because they come out on Thursday. So going ahead and switching over to Twitter, I'll show you guys that we did get a new locker code. They already dropped it, so make sure you go enter this code if you haven't already. Not a bad locker code. It's all packs on the board, so either way you're gonna get packs, which isn't too bad. Probably would recommend aiming for one of these two and not the international. And then just one other quick thing I want to show you guys. Most people know about this already, but in case you don't, 2K Myteam confirmed that if you do lock in all these sets today, which the lock-in today was, what's his name? Oh my gosh, Marcus Camby, that's his name, Marcus Camby, so not a really good lock-in. But if you do lock in all the spotlights this season, you get a Pink Diamond J.R. Smith. So just thought I'd mention that. I know some people knew about that, but in case you didn't, there you go, and it's confirmed from my team. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the market update. So going ahead and getting into the market update, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that the market is, it's recovered since Saturday and Sunday when the LeBron James Harden, Vince Carter stuff, people were pulling packs like crazy. It's recovered a little bit, but prices are still low. And just looking at the new cards today, people are going to be pulling packs for these cards. So it's definitely a good time to try to snipe these cards. I gotta say that right now. Good time to try to snipe these cards. And since I'm recording this video so early, the first wave of these haven't ended yet. So if you go ahead and go over to the team up, you'll see that the first wave of these cards haven't ended. Legit, over 2 hours until they drop. So if you guys want to do some bid sniping, depending on when you see this video, if you watch it early enough, go ahead and try to bid snipe some of these cards, especially like the rubies and amethysts, even the diamonds. You probably can't bid snipe Ray Allen. Maybe you'll be able to get him there for a little bit when he dips down in price. But if you're trying to get Ray Allen, and again, maybe some of the diamonds or just any of these cards, you could just manually snipe them today. And I will cover those snipe filters here in just a little bit, but just wanted to bring to your guys' attention that you can bid snipe. And if you don't know what that is, it's just bidding on cards when they're ending in waves like this. Like, look at this. Literally, Kevin Love, 2 of them are ending at the same exact time, but they're like 1 second off. This one's, 20 seconds later, 10 seconds later. So that's what bid sniping is, trying to bid on cards when there's clusters of them ending. So, and obviously you don't want to just search all of them. You want to go by color, and you'll see a lot of cards ending at the same time. The same card ending at the same time. But anyway, going ahead and just covering one other thing in the market. I was saying the market's a little, it's a little down. Like, prime example, Tim Duncan. I've been seeing this card, really good card. I've been seeing him and below 200K. So, I don't know. There's some good deals out there still. I will go back over to the Possessed. T-Mac, he's actually up a little bit. Amari, T-Mac's actually recovered quite well. That's actually one of the exceptions, but the rest of these cards, they've gone up a little bit since packs, but they're still pretty low. So if you guys want to pick up the Kawhi Leonard, David West especially, or Donovan Mitchell, any of these cards, they're still relatively low and not a bad day to buy them either. And if you're trying to sell stuff, you could go ahead and sell, and I would recommend trying to sell before Friday when the next big drop is, but maybe I'd personally probably wait till Wednesday to sell. I'll probably wait till tomorrow to sell your cards. But anyway, with all that being out of the way, let's go ahead and finally get into the snipe filters. I know you guys a lot of you guys are here for the snipe filters, and I refer you guys to these videos for the snipe filters. So the first one we're going to start with here is we're going to start with the cheapest stuff and work our way up. So the first one and most obvious one today is we're going to be targeting the team ups minimum filter. So we're going to be targeting everything in the new packs, and I will say you got to be careful because not careful, but it is annoying, I should say, because cards like to stick. But right now the cards aren't sticking. So next is now team ups. You can see Chris Paul is still very expensive because of the challenges. It looks like he's about, I want to say 9,000, because these are clearly glitched. Like Caron Butler is stuck, unfortunately, and those are the problems you're going to run into when using filters like this. So the best way to get around this is finding the cheapest, or putting at the lowest amount under the glitch card. So it looks like they're glitching at about 8,000. So what I would recommend is probably setting this at about, I'd probably set this at about 6,000 myself and buy anything that pops up. And obviously in this filter, you can see all the new cards that are dropped today. Ray Allen, Chris Paul, Kevin Love, Wilt Chamberlain, Caron Butler, and you're going to be seeing a lot of Chris Pauls as well. Oh man, I just choked on that snipe by bidding on accident. But as you can see, cards going to be popping up left and right, especially Chris Paul. And look at that, I literally just messed up on one of the snipes live while recording. But hey, it's proof right there that this filter isn't going to be that bad as I go to redeem my MT. So that's the first one. Going to be very, very active. It doesn't take a lot of MT to start sniping. And moving on to another filter here that doesn't take a lot of MT to snipe is just the Amethyst minimum filter. And this one, it really just costs just as much as the Chris Paul, not Chris Paul filter, the team up filter that I just showed you. And what I'd recommend here is probably setting this at about 7,000. I went past here, about 7,000. And just refreshing, and you can literally see every amethyst in the game. And ideally you want to see like a Jimmy Butler, I'm trying to think of the expensive amethyst, Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, and I'll just go ahead and remove the buyout price here so you can see all the cards in the game, or all the cards in this filter. You're gonna be seeing a lot of current players. That would be ideal. Porzingis wouldn't be bad, but ideally you want to see Donovan Mitchell, you want to see the who did I just mention? You want to see Donovan Mitchell, you want to see the Jimmy Butler, even Rubio wouldn't be too bad. Michael Cooper, you're gonna be seeing you can see a lot of cards in this filter, and I don't think it's sniped too much. I've not really seen people talk about the Amethyst minimum filter. It's not too bad, and I always try to think of filters that aren't too competitive. And this one right here, it's going to be competitive, but it's not going to be as competitive as some of the filters here I'm going to recommend towards the end of the video. So moving on to the next one, this is going to be centered around the same new content today, or the new content today, and it's going to be the Diamond Team Up filter. And this one right here, there's no buyouts yet of Wilt Chamberlain and Kevin Love, but there's no way these cards don't go to buyout. So as of right now, I don't even know if I'd recommend buying these cards for 100K, because by the time you put them up for 100K bid, they're going to be under 100K. So what I'd probably recommend is going to Diamond Team Up, maybe saying this to, honestly, if you want to snipe with this until you see the price that these cards settle at, I'd probably do 90,000. Maybe 90,000, maybe even 88,000, but 90,000. And then while you snipe with this, if you see something that pops up, worst case scenario, you get one for 90K, you put it up for 100K, and then you break even. So until you see where these cards start selling at, I'd probably do 90,000, and then once you see where they settle at, work from there. I bet these cards go from 70 to 100K. I bet Wilt Chamberlain's a lot cheaper than Kevin Love just because he can't shoot, but they're going to be pricey for a while because people want to do the XP challenges. But anyway, going ahead and getting into the last filter that I'm going to recommend to you guys today. I was using this on stream, and it's a pretty good one. It's shooting guard, pink diamond, and you want to set this conference to Eastern. And in this filter, you can see Tracy McGrady, Pete Maravich, and Ray Allen. And Pete Maravich doesn't go for more than 110,000. He doesn't pop up at 100K, but if you see Pete Maravich pop up, do not buy him. He is not a snipe unless you monitor his price and he goes up for some reason, which I don't think he will. So what you want to buy is T-Mac or Ray Allen if they pop up in this filter, and that's about it. And this is going to be the sweatiest filter today because everyone's trying to snipe a T-Mac, everyone's trying to snipe this new Ray Allen, so it's going to be very, very sweaty. But if you want to go for the big boy snipes, here you go. This is the filter to use today. So with that all being said, guys, that is going to do it for the video today. So if you did enjoy, go ahead, hit the like button for me. It truly does help me out. Leave a comment too, that really helps out too, the success of the video. And let me know what you guys are sniping. Let me know if there's a filter. Well, actually no, you probably don't want to share your filter. If there's one that I am totally forgetting about, you probably want to keep that secret. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new, hit the like button, leave a comment, and until next time, peace out.